If you looked up last night, you didn't just see pretty lights, you saw history. A massive G4 geomagnetic storm slammed into Earth on January 19th. In terms of pure solar radiation, this is the strongest event we have seen in over 20 years since the Halloween storms of 2003. It was powerful enough to push the northern lights to places like Alabama, but also the other side, like Holland and Germany, even with crazy light pollution from the cities. But with solar radiation levels this high, the big question is, are we safe? And why did the sky turn pink in some places instead of green? To understand the danger, we have to go back 24 hours, because deep inside the sun, magnetic lines were twisting and tangling like stretched rubber bands. And then, snap. A coronal mass ejection was launched. Think of it as a cannonball made of billions of tons of superheated plasma. And this cannonball was fast because it traveled 150 million kilometers between the Earth and the Sun in just over 24 hours. And that means that this material was steering through the solar system at nearly 3 million kilometers per hour. And we were right in the crosshairs. When that plasma hits us, it doesn't just simply burn up, it slams into Earth's magnetic field. And normally that shield protects us, but when a hit this strong hits it, it forces it to open up a bit. And then solar particles can flood in and they collide with our atmosphere. But this is where physics get interesting, because normally those particles hit the oxygen way lower in our atmosphere, so about 100 kilometers up. And that produces the green aurora we are all familiar with. But this storm was so intense that it excited oxygen atoms way higher up, approximately 300 kilometers above Earth. And at that altitude, oxygen doesn't glow green. It glows deep red. So what you were seeing wasn't a completely different aurora, you were seeing the top layer of it. And that red light mixed with the blue emissions of the nitrogen, creating that eerie purple-pink sky, was seen across Europe and the United States. So, the question, is it dangerous? For astronauts, yes, they might need to take shelter because they don't have the protection. For satellites, they can experience some glitches or some drag, and even power grids here on Earth can have some issues. But for you and me, we are completely safe. Earth's atmosphere acts like a thick blanket, blocking the radiation before it even reaches our surface. The only real danger here is missing the show. We are entering the peak of solar cycle 25, so this is the most active phase of our sun. So if you missed the show, keep looking up, especially tonight on the 20th of January, because we're expecting a lot of auroras all across the world. And if you go out there tonight and you see these beautiful pink eerie auroras, or even the green ones, and you take a picture of it, leave them down here in the comments, because I'm really curious. The sun is just getting started. This is XOVION. Subscribe for more space updates.